Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Holman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. On the move, it's Barnes. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Arnold. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Keene. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. He's going to let it go. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown Sooners! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back to the ground with the running back. The Bulldogs get enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Quarterback extends the play. He'll fire to his right. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Slips away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Slams ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bowman. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going for the big play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Sweet feet on the move. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
the score, Fresno State 14, Oklahoma 7.
The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to pass, it's Keene. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Burks. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, I love the defense there. Backs against the wall on 3rd down. You know you're going to see run. You're able to stuff it, and you send a little bit of a message. I know it's early in the game, and we know you're going to continue trying to run the football, but you are going to have to earn every inch you get.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
Running toward the tape. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Fresno State 14, Oklahoma 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Keene. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Barnes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession, you got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
To throw, it's Arnold. Finds his man down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Game 2. Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.